Hi everyone, Ariel Adams here with theblog2read.com. I'm sitting with the International CEO of Montblanc, Lutz Bethke. Thank you for meeting with me.
Thank you, Ariel, for coming.
Please show me some of the highlights of the new for 2012 Montblanc watch collection.
Well, of course, you know, we have another spectacular new RIASEC movement. It's the fifth new caliber in the RIASEC line. It's an automatic caliber, and it takes the idea of Nicolas RIASEC to the maximum, because Nicolas RIASEC used, instead of moving hands, he had used moving discs. And here we have taken this to the maximum, and it's 5 discs which turn instead of hands. So you have the chrono minute, the chrono second on the 8th position, the chrono minute on the 4th position. Then you have, of course, on the 3rd position the calendar, the date, and the night and day indication on the 9. And now the latest one is the home time, an open home time, a skeleton home time at the 12th position. And this gives as well this very classic watch, because of the see-through into the movement, the opening of the dial and this half skeleton movement gives it a nice contrast between the classical look of this watch and the more technical appeal through the see-through in the movement.
Yeah, the RIASEC has just been looking great, and this one has 2 time zones. It's just really upping the functionality that it has.
Absolutely, it does. And I like in particular this one because it's in platinum, and it fits very well with the blue alligator strap and the blue home time dial.
That's a lovely one. It also comes in steel, of course.
It certainly does come with steel, and it as well comes with a very beautiful steel bracelet, which we have changed.
Yeah, so the new bracelet's nice.
That is really, I think it fits so much better the watch, and it is really elegant and elevates the watch.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So the real crazy high complication piece for 2012 is an exciting watch, and it's a technical feat. Tell us about the Time Raider 2.
Well, I don't have the real watch here in my office, but you can see it later on. But yes, you're right. It's really a challenge, a mystical challenge, so to speak. You know, to use to measure 1/1000th of a second with an horlogerie watch, and this watch is doing it in a very, very special way, because our Villeray factory is used to manufacture watches with 1/100th of a second since nearly 80 years. But to measure 1/100th of a second in an horlogerie watch, you have to make sure that you can have an oscillation of 360,000 vibrations per hour, which translates into 100 vibrations per second. Sorry. So this allows you to measure the 1/100th of a second. Now, to do this as well for the 1,000th second, you could either try to speed up to make it 3.6 million vibrations per hour, but that would certainly create a lot of friction and would certainly affect the accuracy of the movement, and as well the power you use would be tremendous. Now we have done something very different. We have created the Millennium Wheel, which is outside the gear train of the 100th second chronograph, and this is like when a child is hitting a little loop with a wooden stick.
The old wheel and stick game.
The old wheel and stick game. We all know it when we're still from our youth. And but what you see is, if you basically give an impulse to the Millennium Wheel every now and then, you can speed up the Millennium Wheel by the factor of 10, which allows you to measure the 1/1000th of a second. The great benefit of that is you have not more friction, and you have less power loss, and you certainly have no problem with the accuracy.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
So it allows us, you know, really to measure the 1/1000th of a second for 45 minutes, and I think this should be enough, you know, for measuring such a short time span.
Yeah, definitely. What I think is the most amazing about this watch, we saw some video of it. We'll try to get some articles on the actual watch, but it's a beautiful watch in terms of how it looks. There's a lot of technical watches out there, but like you said, it does mix haute horlogerie and the sort of, you know, very exotic complication together in a way which is very visually appealing, and so that's very, very exciting. Show us what's new here in the Time Walker collection.
Oh yeah, I love
these. Are great. These are sexy looking watches.
These are really technical looking watches, very contemporary, and my favorite one is the one which you have, which you just hold in your hands. It's made out of titanium, and the whole case is a titanium case. It's titanium bezel. It's and we use the basic color of titanium gray, and made it an all gray watch. So even the movement has been great, but to give it still contrast, to make it attractive, we have used different brushing techniques on the case, on the bezel, on the stoppers, and that makes this watch extremely sexy.
That's based upon the Twin Fly watch, which was introduced last year.
That's our Twin Fly manufacture movement, which we introduced last year, which has a big chronograph minute in the center, which is very new, very different to all the other chronographs.
Tell us about this new other watch here in the Time Walker collection. This is a great look with this brushed bezel.
Well, that's fantastic. That's the first time that we ever have been brushing the bezel of a steel Time Walker watch, and that gives it a more technical look. And I think it fits extremely well the contemporary design of the Time Walker watch, and together with the UTC function, which gives you a different time zone. And we have indicated the day and night through different fonts in black and in silver. It makes this watch stand out.
Yeah, this is a real useful one, the chronograph there, and like you said, a UTC, otherwise known as a GMT hand. Now there's a formal collection here with a slightly more elegant, dressy watch based upon the star, is that right?
Oh, absolutely, and this was a request from our customers for many years. Montblanc has a very strong reputation for chronographs since years. But a lot of our customers were asking us, can't you do, you're the master of timeless elegance. Can't you do for us a very understated, very elegant, very timeless watch? Not a chronograph, just an automatic watch, which you can easily wear in the office, but as well in the evening for a formal dinner. And this is certainly my favorite watch, in a red gold case, a beautiful mother of pearl dial with the star. Very subtle on the 6th position, and a watch I would wear immediately.
That's great. What's the exact name of this watch?
This is the Star Classique.
And it's a 39mm case.
It's a 39mm case, absolutely.
These are fantastic watches, Lutz. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ariel.